Our final speaker for this morning is, I have to work this thing carefully, Mr. Paul Christian Espiritu. He is the NEM Middle East General Manager at NEM Blockchain. Sir.
Today I'm going to be talking about the blockchain technology. We'll make it a bit more simple this day and not talk about the details of what is blockchain and etc., etc. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. We've always come into this familiar statement that, why do we need to fix the broken? It's working anyway. The train or the metro system has been working for decades already. It has been working in our country, I think, since the 1980s. But then it got stuck there. It got used to be the old train system that somebody was driving. And Dubai came up with this idea to launch the metro, which is a driverless system. It wasn't broken before, but Dubai fixed it. It's innovation. It's a tool. It's a tool that anybody can use. This is the reason why great minds gather and create something new, bringing back the human in us. I like the idea that we're doing the innovation to bring back the humanity in us. We've been so focused on working, building our careers, creating technologies that allows us to work more. But the thing now is, people are creating ideas, people are creating innovations that allows us to enjoy life. I like to start my presentation always with a story. 25 years ago, I'm still young by the way, my mom used to bring me in their office. She works as an accountant, and she does her job keeping these huge ledgers, a brown long book where she keeps all the records of all the companies. And then the Excel came in the, I think, 90s. As an accountant doing her job before, she had to adapt to the change. This is what we are doing. This is what we are introducing. It's because tools are being created for you and me, and we can adapt to the change. Years back, when I was still in school, when the teacher told us to do a research, we go to this. To the young minds out there, respect this elderly. We used to research using this. We come to libraries, open up big books, giant piles, volumes of encyclopedia. Now what the internet did was, it decentralized data. Now we do our research here, on our mobile phones. We go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a decentralization of knowledge, decentralization of data, wherein people contribute and people can read. Decentralization makes data access easier. Now what blockchain does is it's going to decentralize everything. It's going to decentralize the banking system, probably. It's going to decentralize logistics system, healthcare systems, and others. Okay, blockchain improves trust. So if you need to improve the trust in the things that you do or in your system, you can go blockchain. You can opt to use it, you can opt to not use it. But how does it improve trust? Imagine this is you, and you're asking somebody to keep a record. Blockchain is simply a record, a digital record. And there's one person keeping the record for you. That's how we used to do things. Now what blockchain did is, imagine this is you, and there are a couple of guys keeping the records for you. And these guys are verifying the works of each other, checking if it's correct or not, before finally putting it down in their ledgers. So which record do you trust? Blockchain improves transparency. Now the blockchain, one of the greatest use cases of blockchain has been done in Ukraine recently, wherein the government tried using blockchain as a tool for voting. Right, in our country, this is happening in our country way, way back, wherein voting is done secretly. Somebody collects the data secretly. and then they process the data and then announces the result. But what blockchain does in voting, for example, is that every time a vote is casted, it publishes that one and counted that one in real time. Now, and it announces to everyone that there's a new vote coming in. And blockchain improves immutability. These are the three things that blockchain does. It improves trust, it improves transparency, and it improves immutability. Why do you need blockchain? Do you need to improve your trust? Do you need to improve your transparency? And do you need to improve your immutability? And that's the time you dig into the blockchain. One of our initiatives here in the UAE is we partner with people or with companies that want to use the blockchain or wanted to get to know the blockchain, and we launch initiative campaigns to promote what blockchain is all about. One of our initiatives is called our University Challenge, which will be launched on Thursday, which we are doing in partnership with here at Watt University, wherein we are challenging young minds to develop something, to develop an idea that solves a real-world problem and do it on a blockchain. Blockchain is a wonderful tool, but it's something that you should understand. Thank you.
Can you define it very simply, very shortly for everybody?
All right. To simply define, blockchain is a digital record. That's it. It's just a digital record that is immutable, that is transparent, and it's loaded into a network of systems.
Banks were as a central place, as a central ledger. So you replace that with a distributed ledger. So if you want to hack a bank or hack one specific space, it's much easier to do. In that blockchain, in a digital distributed ledgers environment, your record is sitting in 100,000, 2,000 spaces with a secure key. So basically what is happening is that we are distributing our services, and this starts helping all sorts of things. Basically, it's almost unhackable. A very dear friend of mine, his name is Noah Rayford. Noah is the head of Dubai Future Foundation. He's general manager there and COO. He is from MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. MIT was not recognized by the local authorities as a university. He's done a PhD. It took him 6 weeks to get it verified that MIT is actually an institute and is sort of like a university, because that's now how it's officially registered. It took him 6 weeks just to process his visa. So the reason I'm saying that is that efficiencies will come in, and the number of times he had to go to the ministries, get things approved, get it tested in the US, bring it back here, get it stamped, etc., etc. Blockchain starts removing all of those inefficiencies and effectively saves you time, saves organizations time, brings efficiency, brings optimization, and brings that process.
If your data is confidential, because you are distributing to so many places, if one place is hacked, you lose confidentiality. Is there a higher risk in case it's confidential?
The NEM blockchain doesn't store your physical data. What we store is transaction hashes. This transaction hashes now is then attached to your data for verification that the data that you're holding is correct.
I hope my answer helps.
So there are now other applications or solutions that built this thing, like they built a cloud storage wherein the file will be sharded, it will be encrypted, and then it will be distributed. Even though somebody has it, the one data that he has is not usable for him, because the blockchain is the one that reassembles the data again. So actually that solution is called Proxima X. You can learn more about them at proximax.io.
I just wanted to ask if you knew of any real case examples of a strategy that has affected and impacted the retail industry in terms of the consumer experience or guest experience, and how you see that working in Dubai.
Pretty good question. There is one system or one application. They will be coming here in Dubai on the Dtec Tech Week as well. They're called Pay to Mat. Simply, they're trying to bring in digital payments to consumers. It's very simple. You just have to have a QR code and pay using your phone. And they're using it now in Ukraine, wherein vegetable vendors on the street have a QR code in their stalls. And you key in the amount, you pay it using their system.
Thank you very much, sir. Big hand for the gentleman who put this
Thank
thing
you.
together.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
so
Thanks,
much.
Peter.